Heidi. Hi, campers again. Well, that was an interesting one. I had a conversation. Well, I say a conversation with someone. Someone's just basically tried to rip me a new one, saying I'm a nasty piece of work and a bully because I have a go at koi tubers about what their selling prices are. And apparently, I've been messaging people having a go about what they're selling things at. Now, I don't drink, I don't take drugs. I might be getting on a bit, but I really don't remember this alleged conversation. In fact, I don't really know any koi tubers that sell anything apart from one. And that particular koi tuber has their own Facebook group. And they were selling some Evolution Aqua stuff at below the RRP. And I pointed out that was, and my almost exact words were, naughty, naughty, you're supposed to sell those at the RRP. The reason being that if Evolution Aqua see you selling Evolution Aqua gear on a regular basis at less than the RRP, they will find out who's supplying you. And they will stop you getting their stuff because they set an RRP that they want their product sold at. So, for instance, if I started selling Evolution Aqua pumps at 150 quid, which I couldn't do if I wanted to, but let's just say I could sell Evolution Aqua pumps, 20,000 pumps at 150 quid. Let's just say I could. And I thought, right, Evolution Aqua would get wind of this because they go and have search engines search for what their product's being sold for. And they search places like Facebook and eBay and all these sorts of things. Then they will contact all of their distributors. And they will find out who is supplying that person. And they will instruct their distributor to send a cease and desist letter stating that they must be on the websites and eBay at the RRP. Should that person then not adjust their prices, that distributor will be instructed not to supply the product to that person or company. Exactly the same situation I've just had with the JPD and them saying you must put it on your website at the suggested retail price. That is not having a go at someone for the prices they're selling things at. That's advising them that they could lose their supplier. And if they lose their supplier, they can't sell the product anymore. However, if I have had a conversation with someone having a go, and I mean having a go, this is the words that were used to me, having a go at how much people sell things for, would you kindly go to my bio, where my email address is, or leave a comment below, and make yourself known who you are, because I don't remember this conversation. And if this conversation happened, then I think I need to go and see my doctor and find out why my memory is failing so badly. And I think I've got a pretty good memory. Pretty good. So I'm really interested to find out who this person is that I meant to have had this conversation with. They're a YouTuber. So if you're a YouTuber and you have my messaging details for Facebook or WhatsApp or any way of messaging me, and we have had a discussion where I've had a go at you for what you sell your products for, then firstly, I must have been drunk or on drugs, which I don't do either, but I must have been drunk or on drugs, because what people sell their products for is what people sell their products for. Yes, in my last video I did say people like Quenny Koi and Cotswold Koi will have to put their prices up because the distributor is doing exactly that. He's emailing everyone and saying, put your prices up. It's not something I make up. But again, confused.com, if I've had a go at you about what you sell your products for, please let me know. Because if EA say you have to sell the product at the RRP and you are using a distributor and you are selling the product at the RRP in line with the terms that you agree with the distributor to be able to do business with them, and someone comes along and they're selling them at 30 quid less than the RRP or 10 quid less than the RRP, and they're doing it as a little part-time hustle, and I'm not implying here that anyone is doing it as a part-time hustle. I say if they are doing it as a part-time hustle on eBay or something, and they've managed to get someone who is, like me, a reseller, and who they go, well, if you buy 10 pumps off me a year, I'll give you 10% off, or I'll give you 20% off, or whatever, which they shouldn't do. But we all know that people will do favours for people, especially if they're spending a lot of money with them. But let's just say you've bought a few thousand quid's worth of stuff off me and built your pond. I'm going to look after you. I'm not necessarily going to discount EA stuff. I might discount other stuff that I can, but EA stuff has to be sold at the RRP. Now you go and have a look for a Nexus 230 at the moment, and you can find it for about 200 quid less than the RRP on certain websites. That's naughty, because for us mere mortals who have to adhere to the terms, we're not allowed to compete with that. And while those people are breaking the rules and selling it at less than the RRP, they're taking the bread and butter of the people who are sticking to the rules. And yes, that doesn't sound very fair to the consumer, but that is the rules of business that you agree to by selling EA stuff. Not my rules, EA's rules. So if you think it's unfair, get hold of EA. They won't listen because they're such a big company. They're multi-million, if not billion-pound company, multi-international. They don't care if you find it offensive that you can't get 30 quid off your Vary pump. They'll go and say, well, buy a Superfish one. It won't hurt them at all. But that is how they do business. They set a price, and that is the price that you show on your website to sell the product. End of discussion. If you're not doing that and they catch you, they'll shut you down with their products, obviously. So I will turn around to them and I will say, naughty, meant to sell that recommended retail price, or you could lose your supply. Simple. Same with JPD Food now. Same with Oase. Oase are very strict on pricing. In fact, to use the Oase logo on your website, you have to be a registered, approved Oase dealer just to use their logo. So you actually have to be a proper company. Otherwise, they'll have you. And they will instruct their distributors not to supply you. if you haven't gone through their process, which I'm waiting for the approval before I start uploading Awase products, because I do things the way they should be done. If that makes me a bully for pointing out to somebody that they're not abiding by the rules and they're taking the bread and butter off people that do this for a living, like Quality Nishkoi, like Quenikoi, like me, like any number of companies out there that sell Evolution Aqua products. Yes, you're allowed to do a short-term promotion, but you are not allowed to list that product on your website for anything less than the RRP or the SRP. It's as simple as that. Now, if you've taken me pointing out to you publicly on a forum, on a Facebook group, that you're naughty and should be selling it for the recommended retail, as me having a go, privately messaging and bullying, then I feel a little bit sorry for you. And I'm not going to name who I said that to and where I said it, but if they do watch this, they'll know who it is. And I don't for 1 minute believe it is those people. It might be, but I don't believe it is that particular person or persons that were selling Evolution Aqua equipment. I really don't. But if you are the person who apparently has given proof of me being a bully, that the person won't divulge any information, then I'd appreciate it if you contacted me, because then we can sort this out. And as I say, if I did have that conversation that I really don't remember, I'll be going to see the quack and find out what's going on or what's gone missing here. So there you go. That's all I've really got to say on the subject. Yeah, drama. If you think I'm a bully, if you think I'm a nasty piece of work, then you have your opinion, and that is fine. I'm not even going to try and change that opinion, because if you've made up your mind that I'm nasty and a bully, nothing's going to change it. A bully is one thing I hope I'm not. I'm opinionated, yeah. I don't suffer fools gladly. If I think you're wrong, I'll tell you I think you're wrong. But that's just me. I'm direct, I'm to the point. I don't pussyfoot around. I don't tiptoe around the tulips. There's point A and there's point B. I go from A to B. I don't go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and then back to B. Yeah, I go A to B. That's it. That's basically the way I'm wired. If you don't like it, that's fine. There's a door there, you can use that. There's a door there, you can use that. There's a block button. There's an unsubscribe button. But you can take it as bullying. You can take it as having a go about pricing. You can read into it whatever you like. My intention with that is don't shoot yourself in the foot for the sake of trying to do an EA pump publicly in front of everyone in your web space for 10 quid less, because you could lose the whole shooting match, quite simply. It's as simple as that. You can see it's having a go. What I'm trying to do is actually advise you that what you're doing is going to land you in trouble. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe next month, maybe in 6 months' time, maybe in 2 years' time. But they will catch up with you and they will stop you trading their products. Maybe I should just leave you to get on with it. Maybe I should just say, yeah, crack on. Let them shut the door on you. See where you are in 6 months' time. However, I tend to like to play a little fairer than that and try and point people in the right direction. And you can see it's bullying if you want. I don't really care. Because there's one thing in this life I'm not, is a bully. And I tell you why I'm not a bully. Because I went through hell at school with bullies. And there's one thing I can't abide, is a bully. I've got no time for them at all. Probably why I'm so direct now. I can smell a bully a mile off. Just by the way they present themselves. And trust me, there are plenty on YouTube. In fact, I'll go so far as to say the person that's accused me of being a bully is probably more of a bully himself. Anyway, I think I've waffled on long enough about that one. As I said, if you're the person I've had a go at, or the people, or the company, or the organisation that I've had a go at for the amount you charge for your products, please remind me in the comments below or by email, skegnespond@hotmail.com, and refresh my memory. Send me some screenshots maybe, because apparently you're very happy to do that to other people. Or is this person imagining it happened? I don't know. To be honest, I don't really care. What I do care about is people spreading rumour and half-truths and untruths, because I know how much damage that can cause. And that person that's just done that is now blocked on everything. It's not very often I use the block button, but I'm not in the habit of having people effing and blinding at me and calling me the C word and God knows what else. I didn't even read half of it because it's just a tirade of abuse. I'm not having that on my personal messenger from anyone. So you're gone. It's not the first time I've blocked you. I unblocked you before when you asked me to. I did that this time, which is the third time now. You're gone. Don't care how influential you think you are on YouTube. Doesn't matter if you've got 10,000 followers and you think you're influential. I don't care how much damage you think you can do to me or my reputation. I don't take that from anyone. And you might be all nice and pie on on YouTube, but I've got the proof several times of you being a nasty little guttermouth. And trust me, I will fight fire with fire. If I hear a whisper of you spreading rumours that you've just tried to imply I've done, I will publish the whole damn lot.